there are huge energetic shifts, and I've been going on and on about this. And right now, I myself, I'm leading myself to this shift. I'm leading myself to it, through it, beyond it, in it, below it, above it. I'm there with you. So I'm going to be channeling again, and I've got my spread here. I've got all the energetic frequencies, the codes, the cards, everything that is coming through me. I'm just going to allow it to flow through for this YouTube collective. So if you're landing on this video, I'm Janie. I am here to just be the messenger of whatever comes through me. I'm constantly evolving and constantly changing, and I'm the experimenter. So again, if you watch some of my videos, I come across in every identity that I am stepping into at that moment in time, and that's what I find fun. So feel free to do the same in your life. So we're going to be starting off with, there's a lot of Piscean watery energy floating around, right? And we've started with Cancer, but I'll talk about why I'm getting Pisces in a minute. With the last quarter moon in Cancer, so we've got take a breather. So again, you're in this zone right now. Some of you, I'm feeling like you might be feeling exhausted, like absolutely exhausted, right? You might be feeling shattered. You might be feeling drained and not understanding why, because you've maybe never been this person who feels this drained energetically. Your sponges need to be cleaned out is what I'm getting. So take that breather, like give yourself, if you're somebody who constantly works, you constantly hustle, you don't take rest, you don't take enough holiday. And even when you're on holiday, your mind's not resting, your emotions are never resting. You're always worrying about caring for other people, that kind of thing. That's not resting. Pure energetic rest, like have a reset emotionally, mentally, holistically, spiritually, physically. The rest and the reset needs to happen on all the energetic bodies, right? Not just one. So, and again, with the last quarter moon in Cancer, this could be family related. And I've also pulled the forgiveness card. So a lot of you might be needing to work and go through the forgiveness work that needs to be done, so you can finally release and finally let go of some family issues. This could be childhood family stuff that you're carrying, that you're not actually aware of, that you've been carrying for very long with a heavy heart. Once you release this, this is the block that needs to be cleared out, is what's coming through, right? So there is a full a new moon in Scorpio coming up on the 1st of November, depending on when you're watching this video. Take it as it resonates. I'm setting the intention that this video reaches whoever it needs to reach at the moment in time that they need to hear the messages that come through from this. But if you're seeing this before today, when I'm filming this, it's 30th of October 2024, we have a lot of blocks that are being released here. So again, there is a new moon that's coming up, and if you're watching this before then or around that time, the energy is really, really strong and potent for you now to be setting the intentions of forgiveness, right? And there's no point holding on to this energy. The more you hold on to this energy, the longer it's going to take for you to move through this, right? So now the thing is with forgiveness work is it can bring a lot of draining energy, because it's stuff that you've carried, and once you release it, the body is like, there's this space within it, but also there's a lot of grief and things that gets released. And just like babies, they cry themselves to tiredness. They cry and then they get knackered from the crying, right? It's the same thing as adults. That doesn't leave us, that stays with us. And so the more crying, the more cleansing, the more tired, and we just need to be in that tiredness zone, right? It's okay to be tired. Accept the tiredness, accept that you are fatigued, and accept that you don't have to do all the things that society has told you to do. Go and rest if you need to rest. If you need to get a doctor's note, get a doctor's note. Go and rest your body. Do what you need. Don't allow fear to take that over. Your body, health is wealth. Period. Health is wealth. The wealth, physical wealth, means nothing if you are not healthy. Do not ever let that take away from your health. The next thing that you'll be working on, again, where we've got the last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Now this Aries is all about action, right? And a lot of you have new beginnings coming, because I've also pulled the new beginnings card, and that's in the very near future. You have a very big portal that's opening up to a lot of happiness, a lot of success, and a lot of deep dreams that maybe you've been wanting for a very, very long time. Those of you who have been doing the work, those of you who are light workers and healers, you're going to be stepping into this era of success. It's just like a whole new world. Like there's a whole new world of possibility, of exploring, of blessings, of just abundance in every shape coming through. But in order to get there, you're having, like, I'm always hearing like one last hurdle, and this is literally to work through your feelings. And I'm getting like, you are the gift, you are the light, but there's some light within you that is still being suppressed, that is still holding on to the shadow of the past. And again, because we've got the Cancer here and Aries, Aries wants to move forward. Cancer wants to stay behind with nostalgia and stay in the past. And that is the thing that we need to work through. So when it says work through your feelings, it's working through all of this stuff that you're possibly trying to still hold on to because it feels comfortable, it feels homely. That's the very thing that you need to let go of. Some of you might have Chiron in Cancer. Chiron is a wounded healer. So again, it shows up as a wound that you need to heal in order to reach your success and your Jupiter abundance, right? Some of you, if you're a Gemini, you're going through, Gemini is in, Jupiter's in Gemini right now. And so again, this can link up to, if you want the Jupiter abundance, you have to work through your Chiron wounding in order to receive the blessing. And that's why it's called the wounded healer, because there's a healing in the wounding and then you heal. So I'll do another video on that. Drop it in the comments if you want me to do specific videos on anything, then just let me know. I'm happy to do that. So working through your feelings is really, really important right now. And the moment that you are able to do that, you will end up releasing your blocks, because we've got the first quarter moon in Scorpio, and that is that there is the new moon coming up in Scorpio literally in 2 days. Where it's all like the block release is almost going to happen. You're not going to have to do anything physically. It's almost like a magical moment of transformation that's just going to occur. Whether you like it or not is coming through. So again, this is something that is possibly out of your control. And so the energy, the tiredness, the fatigue, all of that stuff, the more you try and fight it, the harder this is going to feel for you. And so I'm getting a lot of resistance energy. Don't resist it. If it looks like everything is crumbling around you, know that it's crumbling to make space for exactly what it is that your soul wants, even if it looks scary to you, right? I explained this with my own situation years ago when I had my first awakening and my ex-narcissist was taking me to court, and I had my kid and, you know, my baby he was trying to circumcise him, and all of this, the shit show of my life. And I was in fear mode. And that's where my biggest, deepest gifts woke up. And at the same time, I manifested my soulmate amongst all of that darkness. And so we can't see what's around the corner, but what we can do is be in our light and be in the healing that we need to be in order to receive more light at the right timing, because divine timing is a thing, and I know our minds struggle with that sometimes. So accepting that this is where you're meant to be right now, this is where your journey is guiding you to, but also accepting with the knowing that you are meant and you will be reaching the ultimate happiness and where you need to go, and just bring that into your body right now, because you get to feel in your mind and in your imagination. That's the one thing that you are in control of. One thing nobody can ever take away from you is your imagination. And if you can sit in that feeling of being by the beach or being free or being healed and seeing yourself with your soulmate or seeing yourself wherever it is that you want to go, allow your mind to go there and feel the energies, feel the emotions, sit in that as many times as you want to in the day or at night or in the morning. Put that in as a solid routine. I do this, and that's how I manifest literally everything in my life, right? So I enjoy sitting in there and I bask in it, and it becomes mine already in my imagination way before it arrives in my reality. But because I've decided it, it's like boom, the energy frequency, I am that, and that's why I become a match to it. But you have to start practicing that. So again, with the releasing blocks, there's going to be some sort of long block I'm getting, like decades and decades worth of blocks that are going to be released very, very soon, like around the new moon in November. And even if you're watching this beyond and there is some sort of moon with Scorpio, you might be watching this at a time where Scorpio is there, like heavy energy influence, you're going to be doing the same thing. So again, this is timeless. It doesn't matter when you're watching this message will resonate for those of you who are needing to hear this. The second zone that you're going into, because I've got this as 3 phases, we've got the past energies that you're currently working through healing. You've got the very near future that you're going to be stepping into literally in the next couple of weeks, I'm getting. And this is where you're going to be asked to balance your spirituality and practicality with the full moon in Pisces here. So with this energy, as people, we are, if you haven't watched my video on the energetic shift of the 3D to the 5D, then you might want to go and do that. I'll drop the link up here somewhere. Go and watch that after this video if you feel called, and I explain what the shift is in astrological terms. And we are moving from this age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, but we're in the transition period between now and 2027. So until 2027, we're still going to have these energies to clear out and to fix and to heal so that we can move forward with this new energy completely, right? And so part of that journey, part of that shift involves balancing our work-life balance, right? It's balancing the spiritual aspects of ourselves that maybe we've left behind, because in the age of Pisces, we've been acting like the fish without a backbone. The majority of the population across the planet have just been blindly following. Pisces is a very mutable energy and it's wishy-washy. It doesn't have a backbone, and so it looks outside of itself to find direction in the world, and it gets lost in escapism, in drugs, in alcohol, in addictions outside of itself, right? To function properly. And so what you're being asked to release right now, and guide yourself back to, is guiding yourself back to your inner self, in your inner world, and having confidence in who you are without needing the external, without needing the addictions, without needing somebody or an authority outside of yourself, right? Because Age of Aquarius is that energy, and that's where we're moving forward into, where you're leading yourself, you're independently guiding your own self. You know that you don't need things or substances or environments or people around you to tell you what to do and how to live your life. You know that you have that power and you get to choose it for yourself, and that's where we're stepping into. And so this is that grounding, that new beginning part of it, right? This is not the full puzzle piece. This is part of the puzzle, and that's the energy that you're stepping into. And in order to do that, there's a lot of the old energy that is being cleared away, which is why you're feeling absolutely exhausted, because your body is not built to handle it yet, and that's what it's making room for, so you can eventually handle it if you choose to. We've also got here, confidence is your key to success, New Moon in Leo. So some of you might be wanting a particular opportunity. Confidence is going to get you there. So build that confidence. If you have a limiting belief that tells you, oh, I can't do this, I don't think I'm good enough, I'm shy, whatever it is, let's remove those. I think I've got some video on this. I'm going to check my playlist on how I used to be shy and the switch that I did. I think it's one of my shorts videos. And confidence is a state of being. Again, everything is frequency. And so confidence, if you're looking at it like a personality trait, then I want you to take that out the window and make it a aura, a vibe, a frequency, an energy that you get to tune into, just like a radio frequency, anytime that you want. And so what is confidence? Confidence is understanding something on a deep, deep level, so that you know that you can do it. It's like riding a bike. When you first start, you're not confident because you haven't understood it, you haven't done it, you haven't learnt it. When you master something, confidence is a natural byproduct of mastery. So when you see people who are confident, they were never always that way. Sometimes yes, but it's because they've always done something very, very well, and they've always recognized or been recognized for that thing that you do very, very well. And so if you are somebody who finds yourself not confident, practice doing that very thing over and over and over again so that you do become confident. And eventually it's inevitable that you will become confident, okay? Take it for somebody who's very shy, very introverted. I used to swallow my spit. I used to like cry before having to go on stage or do an interview. And I have become such a master and a pro at interviews. I literally sit there and I'm like, I know I've got this job. It's that level. It's like borderline arrogance. So there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, but it's that knowingness because you've done things so many times. And also it's that building that trust with the universe of, if it's meant for me, the universe will bring it to me as well. So there's again that confidence of coming out with this, with the balancing spirituality and practicality. It's a combination. Confident in who you are, so much confidence in your spirituality that becomes practically just easy. Like everything becomes easy, right? If your life is a struggle right now, things are going to get so much more easier the more you really start to tune into your confidence with your inner self, right? This is literally your key to success, which literally says on here, and then I'm just channeling that as your key to success is literally building confidence in your faith and surrendering to that confidence. And then we've also got a personal issue reaches resolution with the full moon in Cancer. So whatever it is that you're currently releasing, right, with the forgiveness over here, and which we had take a breather. So at the time of watching this video, you're possibly just in that taking a breather zone. You are going to find resolution. So if you're questioning, will stuff be okay with my family or this issue that's family related, you will absolutely come to a resolution that will feel really good for you. This doesn't always mean you will reconnect, but it will feel that you will feel better. So if you're feeling like, oh, I feel guilty, I feel shame, I feel this isn't right, something's not right, that's okay. Give yourself the grace, the permission to heal. The Ho'oponopono prayer is a beautiful prayer. I did it in the beginning when I used to try healing. I still do it some days when I feel the need. I place my hand on my heart and bring some light golden energy in and know that everything that you need to heal is within you, and you will feel healed. You will feel okay, and you will feel loved, and you don't need anything outside of yourself. And the more that you tell yourself this, the more content you get to become with everybody else's issues falling away. As an empath, this is so important because you carry so many things off of so many people, and it's so easy to sit in their projections onto you of, she's a bad person because she cut ties with me, she's a bad this. And it's like, this is your boundary, this is your right. And if people around you are dragging you down, do you think you're ever going to reach your dreams and your goals and your successes if you're carrying that around like dead weight? No, you have to let them go so that you can rise, raise your vibration, elevate to where you need to get to, and then you can help people up after because you're strong enough. But initially, all of us, including myself, we're not strong enough until we build that personal power, that muscle, and we need to do that in isolation sometimes. So just know that whatever it is that you're doing right now, you will be okay. Whatever this situation is, this issue is with family members or people who are close to you who are making you feel like, it's not okay at the time, will be okay, and you will be okay with it. Everybody around you will grow to it, and it's part of your destiny. It's part of your destiny and part of your journey. So know that and feel okay with where you're at in your journey. Now, for the exciting bit, moving into the future, what is coming for you and this new beginnings. I might title this as well, like your new beginning is here, because it's ultimate happiness, like ultimate satisfaction and blessings upon blessings like you don't understand. Like, I'm just going to dive straight into it. You've been heavily protected is all I can say. The universe has your back. Like, who I'm speaking to in this video, you are very, very protected by the universe. Whether you choose to believe that or not, you are. Like, there's so much faith and connection to the divine that you have that not everybody around you has. Like, you have worked your ass off in a way to get to this level of connection, to this level of faith. And so every setback, every grief, every heartache, every depressing moment that has transformed you into who you are today has been the ultimate blessing and sign of the universal protection on you, right? And if you just look back, I do this exercise every time and I'm like, how has my life turned out right now? What is there around me that I'm super grateful for? Have I always had a roof over my head? Have I always had food to eat? Have I always been clothed and nourished? And have I always been able to buy myself the things I want to buy? Yes. The answer is yes. And that for me is enough to be like, I am so deeply protected. And the more that you can say that to yourself, the more that affirmation becomes your reality, and that trust with the universe becomes so strong that nobody or nothing or no environment can ever take away from that. And that's the level at which, with this balanced spirituality and practicality, that's the level at which you want to be building your faith and your trust and your universal surrender to, right? And co-creating. I'm just going to take a sip of water, guys, and then we'll continue. So this next part of your journey is going to be a voyage. And I'm going to get the book and read this one to you, just because I'm getting like side messages, obviously, of this is going to be like the greatest journey, the greatest adventure that you've ever encountered. It's going to be so much fun, like so much fun. Everything that you've wanted to experience, you're about to experience it. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. It's coming your way. Like, you're going to be receiving this. So just open up your heart, open up your mind, know that it is coming, because it is, and prep yourself if you want to, or don't, or just sit in this excitement energy because it's coming your way. But you're going to be able to do this, like, it's almost like there's some sort of energy, and I'm going to read this from the book in a second, but what I'm getting is there's someone coming in to help you here. You're not doing this alone anymore. If you've been in isolation, you are going to have somebody come in that might be possibly like a authority figure, somebody who's going to help you elevate even more and literally live the adventure, because you're following almost like their footsteps or their blueprint. And they're guiding you, like you're literally going to be like this little baby underneath, and you're having this big roof of protection and help coming in, right? This is like a mother energy, so it's a feminine energy, is what I'm getting. And again, like I said, it might be happening around the new moon, where it's almost like this is the journey that's starting to take momentum. It's starting to move forward, and it might not be as fast as you would like. Like, again, it's going to be something that you are going to be going in and out of. It's not going to be like a straight, A to B and that's it, that's your destination. It's going to be an adventure. So an adventure entails, hopping up you're going to be climbing for a second, and then you're going to be going downhill, and then you're going to be just going smooth and sailing for a little while, and then you're going to be going up again. It's just going to be an adventure. And so open up your mind to seeing it that way, right? Instead of just being it like expecting it to be just like one end goal. Anyway, let me get the book on that and read it to you. Okay, so we've got Voyage. Humpback whale. Humpback whales make the longest journey of any mammal. They travel 14,000 miles every year. They spend the summer months near polar regions, and in the winter, they journey towards the equator to tropical waters. Amongst some native tribes, whales are considered to be protectors of travelers and journeyers, as well as guardians of the sea. This card indicates that no matter what your journey is and where it takes you, you have protectors at your side. What did I say? You have deep divine protection, right? You are protected, and you're going to get heavier protection. The sacred landscape wants you to know, get ready. You are about to embark on a journey. It might be an inner sojourn. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I have no idea. Or an outer voyage to a distant land. It might be a project or idea that is coming to life, but most certainly you are an intrepid traveler, sallying forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen. Get prepared. Have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. That is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler. Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. So this is literally it. Like, you are having the time, and I've just decided I love the readings from this book, so I'm going to channel some of the messages, and then I'm going to go back to the book to read some of them. So those of you who are enjoying this, you can have a bit of the book message as well. So you are definitely going on this voyage, and you're going to make it happen, because the next card that showed up was going forward. So you're definitely having forward momentum. There's definitely this movement. So if you felt like you've been stagnated, you've been stuck, you haven't really been moving forward, you haven't really been getting clear on what it is that you want, there's some sort of, like I said, there's some sort of block that is being removed and shifted around the new moon in Scorpio, that's going to be propelling you and pushing you forward into a new beginning that's not just practical, it's going to be spiritual as well. So they're going to be, it's a dual thing. So this could be looks like something that, like a work from home opportunity, where it's like, oh, practically it's bringing the finances in, but it also allows for you to be spiritual and set up your routine the way you want to do it, rather than be in the hustle and bustle, if that's what you want. It could be, manifesting a soulmate who lives near you, rather than a long distance relationship that maybe didn't work out so good. It can be anything that balances your spirituality and your practicality, right? It's like truly what your soul desires, rather than just what your mind thinks you want, or that you need, or that you should be doing. And it's purely heart-based energy of something you deeply desire, and that's going to bring you ultimate fulfillment. Like, I deeply feel that, and it's going to expand you. Like, there's openness, which came through as the last final card for the main spread, and then I've also got 2 extra cards that I pulled, which were the new beginnings and the happiness. And with this openness, again, there's so much moon energy, but there's also sun energy, and I'm getting like the yin yang, right? You're going to be learning the balance of masculine, feminine energies, and moving forward with the balance of those two, which you've never moved forward in that energy before, because you've been either, it's definitely been just super masculine, right? For whether you're female, whatever your gender is watching this, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And you've always been in the overly hustling culture, right? We've all been in this masculine toxicity culture. We're now moving into divine feminine and masculine, because we need both, and we need to heal both sides of us within us to be able to move forward where we want to go. And that's what you're doing. It's almost like you've healed most of that stuff now, where you're able to move forward in this new beginning with that energy. And that's where we've got now the new beginnings. And with this new beginnings, it's not just any new beginning, it's a leadership new beginning, which is going to bring you ultimate happiness, right? It's almost like you're finding your tribe, because in this happiness card, there's 2 dolphins here that's swimming. It's a soulmate energy card for me. It doesn't have to be a romantic type of soulmate. It can be, for a lot of you, it will be soulmates coming in. There's an influx. I'm just seeing like images of a vision of hearts just soaring and flying down from the fifth dimension. So I'm seeing like from the sky literally pouring down, and so the universe is protecting you and helping you and bringing you exactly who you need right now. And again, with the openness, it's like astrologically, the stars, the sky is opening up for you. There's literally astrology. There's so much movement in there. I don't know if you can see the constellations right there, but there is so much movement in the sky that's happening. There are shifts going on that was predestined, and they're shuffling in the sky, which is affecting your energy here and affecting everything that is coming in. So just embrace all of this. It's going to bring you deep, deep happiness, and know that your soul tribe is coming in to support you on this new beginning. They're going to help you get to that next level. And this is where we got the leadership card as well. So again, there is a new beginning with leadership where you are going to be leading yourself, and you're also possibly going to be leading from learning to lead from another leader, and it's a leader that you possibly look up to. And again, with the happiness, you're going to absolutely love this journey. And at the same time, there's a lot of blessings coming through. So blessings after blessings after blessings are on its way to you. They always say blessings sometimes come in 3. And again, the 3 final cards were these, right? Happiness, leadership, and blessing. So I feel like there could be a potential 3 blessing incoming coming your way. This could be a soulmate energy, some sort of leadership opportunity, and just a surprise blessing that's coming your way, right? So get manifesting if you haven't already. Set those intentions down, and get crystal clear. And again, like, know what it is that you deeply want. And if you don't know what it is, that's okay. You're maybe not meant to know at this moment in time, but the messages will come through, because we're all tapped into the 5th dimension so strongly right now, and you can connect to it because the veil is super thin. And so I think there's a 12/12 portal in December coming up, which I'm really excited. So again, if you haven't subscribe and like this video, and you'll be notified. And there's like a little icon that you can notify yourself, so you get to decide if you want me to come up on your screen and give you the insights. Then just go ahead and click that notification bell as well. I would appreciate it, because I'm trying to grow my YouTube family over here and give you all the correct energetic frequency shifts that are happening, and channel messages. So set those intentions. Definitely get crystal clear clarity. And sometimes I find if I don't know what I want, just simply writing or visualizing or getting into a meditation space can bring in desires. Like, it literally just brings in new desires that I didn't know was even there. And I think it's because I'm tapping into the 5th dimension, so I get them from my higher self. And so you can do that as well. Let me know if you want me to do a video on how you can do this and my processes for how I've manifested, like my soulmate, my car, my scholarships, like jobs, everything. If you want that, I'm happy to do a video on it, and I'll channel to do that video as well, because at the moment I'm having so much fun just channeling. It's so much fun tapping in to the collective consciousness, because there's so much good stuff coming your way. So I will catch you in the next video. Lots of love. Mwah.